Money in the Bank 2023 from the United Kingdom. Was it good? Was it bad? I'm going to talk about the entire show right now in a WWE action figure setup style. My name is Bretto Live. If you guys have never heard of Bretto Live, I do WWE and WWE action figures all over the YouTube channel. If you're a massive wrestling fan, you guys will love the channel. Subscribe, like the video. Let me know what you thought about Money in the Bank down in the comments down below. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into the full review, my reactions, my thoughts, what they could have done better, what was bad, what was good. We're going to go through the full review of Money in the Bank 2023 right now. Let's go. We opened with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. It was Butch, Santos Escobar, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Ricochet, LA Knight, yeah, and Damian Priest, all fighting each other in a ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase, an opportunity to cash in anytime for up to a year. This match was absolutely off the chains. Literally, I thought Logan Paul broke his neck at this Spanish fly spot. Ricochet and him were dumped off a ladder. They were balancing on the ropes for like a solid couple seconds, and then they jumped and did a Spanish fly. Sort of botched it, but it was still intense and insane. I forgot about the botch by the end of the match. It was barely even a botch. It was still brutal. It was insane. I absolutely loved this spot from Ricochet and Kenny. I almost said Kenny Omega because I'm using a Kenny Omega figure. But Logan Paul, of course. This was an insane spot. Absolutely wild. Butch was going crazy, dude. Hats off to Butch. He was jumping off of ladders, doing some wild, wacky stuff. Santos, Nakamura, everybody in this match, it just felt like they wanted to win. Obviously, the crowd favorite was LA Knight. Yeah, that's who I thought was going to win, but he didn't. In the end, it was down to him and Damian Priest at the top of the ladder. Damian Priest hits a chokeslam off the top. Bye-bye, LA Knight. Here comes Damian Priest, grabs the briefcase, and Damian Priest is Senor Money in the Bank. Yes, he doesn't want to be going by Mr. Money in the Bank because, of course, he is Puerto Rican, so he wants to go by Senor Mr. Money in the Bank. I absolutely love it. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was going to be L.A. Knight, yeah, but it was Damian Priest. And now, at first I was like, okay, I don't really get it, but now I understand it. Finn Balor fought Seth Rollins later in the show. There was some controversy there. It was great. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm into it. Damian Priest is a young, solid talent. This match was great. He did a good job in the match. I wasn't expecting it. I had L.A. Knight, but this was fire, man. This was really fire. I enjoyed the match, and Damian Priest is Mr. Money in the Bank. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defended their women's tag team championships up against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Tag team action. I did enjoy this match. I thought it was pretty decent. I thought for sure. I'm like, okay, Ronda, Shayna, they've been untouchable. They've been undefeated. They're going to come into this. They're going to rock the house. They're going to take out Raquel. They're going to take out Liv. But nearing the end of the match, Shayna Baszler randomly just punches Ronda Rousey right in the back of the head, locks her in the Karafuda clutch, drops her down, turns on Ronda Rousey. I love it. I freaking love this. Right after the turn, Raquel and Liv are in shock, right? They're like, what the hell did Shayna Baszler just do? they're in much shock as I am. So Raquel and Liv, they take advantage. Liv hits the Oblivion. They win back their women's tag team championships that they never lost because, of course, Liv Morgan got injured a little bit after WrestleMania. So hats off to them. I love this tag team. Props to them. Amazing. But this, Shayna and Ronda, dude, this is going to lead to a great rivalry. I already see Shayna's reaction or her reasoning behind the attack. I've been in your shadow, Ronda. They're not playing my entrance music. They're playing yours. I hope they bring back Shayna's classic entrance music from NXT. That was fire. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Ronda and Shayna are going to do. Obviously, they're going to have a little rivalry going on, and I'm into it. I like it. And we got new women's tag team champions. The Ring General Gunther went one-on-one with Riddle, an injured Riddle. Yes, he did have his ankle taped, of course, because Imperium they've been targeting the ankle over the past couple Monday Night Raws. They've been beating him down backstage, attacking him, assaulting Riddle. So Riddle was not coming into this match 100%, but he still had the match against Gunther for the IC title, and Gunther did take care of business. He targeted the leg most of the match. I really enjoyed the wrestling, just combat of this match. It felt so real. It didn't really feel like sports entertainment, this match. It felt like a real, just straight up wrestling match, and that's what I really liked about it. It wasn't like nothing fancy, nothing like, oh, look at this, look at that. No, it was just a solid wrestling match, and I freaking enjoyed it, man. And in the end, Riddle does tap out after Gunther locks in a little ankle lock on Riddle. So Riddle taps out, Gunther retains the title, and then out of nowhere, dun 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 dun. Here comes Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, man. The Scottish psychopath, the Scottish warrior. Drew McIntyre comes down. We haven't seen him since WrestleMania 39. I was freaking there. Drew McIntyre comes down, states his claim. Gunther disrespects him. He shoves his face away. He's like, get out of my way. I'm the ring general. You're not getting in my way. And then Drew with a little freaking headbutt. What is it? Glasgow kiss. Glasgow kiss right to the face. And then he hits the Claymore. Holds up the IC title and states his claim. He wants that IC title. No more triple threat match with Sheamus. We want it one-on-one at SummerSlam or maybe even earlier. Give us this match. I'm freaking excited, dude. It's going to be lit. John Cena made a random return, and it caught me hella off guard when I heard the trumpets, when I heard Cena's do-do-do-do theme song. He runs down his G.I. Joe gear. I'm like, what is going on? Cena enters the ring, starts talking to London, right? He's like, guys, we need WrestleMania here. He was hyping up the crowd. He's like, show the people in the back that you guys deserve a WrestleMania. I'm like, this is lit, man. Cena's coming out, hyping up London. Dude, give London a WrestleMania. It's cool with me, bro. They're a hype crowd. Whenever they go out of the United States, I swear the crowds are better. Nothing against the U.S. crowds. U.S. crowds are great too, but I swear, is it just me or when they go out of the U.S., the crowds are just louder? But yeah, Cena comes out, hypes up the crowd, gets interrupted by Grayson Waller. That idiot. Everybody knows I don't like Grayson Waller. He needs to prove himself to me. I'm not a fan of him, not only because he's a heel. I just don't find him entertaining. I don't find him funny. I don't think he's a good heel. I don't like the Grayson Waller effect. I'm not a fan of Grayson Waller. Literally, and neither was Cena, because he disrespected Cena. Cena hit a little AA after Grayson Waller said WrestleMania should be in Australia, because of course he's an Aussie. I'd totally be down for Mania being in Australia too. That would be a fire crowd as well. But yeah, he disrespected Cena, so Cena put him in his place, hit a little AA. And it was good to see Cena here in London, man. You know, him popping in here and there, even though he can't do it full time anymore. You know, him just popping in shows that he cares, and I enjoyed seeing Cena, no doubt. And a little AA action too. That was a W. Whoa! Cody Rhodes went one-on-one with Dominic, which felt like a 2-on-1 handicap match with Mommy on ringside, because Rhea Ripley kept interrupting, even one time sending Cody Rhodes into the steel steps head first. I'm like, dude, this is basically a 2-on-1 handicap match. It was still a fire match. I was annoyed by Dominic's antics the entire time. He kept running away from Cody in the beginning. It was just kind of annoying, but in the end, Cody put him in his place. He hit the crossroads. He took the dub. Easy work, and he didn't even touch Mommy once. He didn't have to, you know, bring Brandy Rhodes in, take Mommy out. He took care of business himself, hit the crossroads. Cody's moving on to bigger and better things. Hopefully, do not continue this rivalry between Dominic and Cody. I mean, it was solid, you know, the cheap shot, you know, deadbeat thing. It was solid, but let's move on, please. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match absolutely rocked. It was Io Sky, Bayley, Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark, Becky Lynch, and Selena Vega. 6-woman action in a ladder match, and it was freaking fire, dude. Oh my god. Hats off to Zoe Stark taking that absolutely insane code red off the top of a ladder into a ladder. Her head was literally in one of the rungs of the ladder. I'm like, somebody check on Zoe Stark. Trish's work in this match was great. Becky had me at some points. I thought Becky had this in the bag. I did predict Selena Vega, and I still feel like Selena should have taken it. I feel like she's over right now somewhat, and I would have liked that, but in the end, Io Sky used her brains after Bayley turned on her earlier in the match and dumped the ladder right when Io was about to grab the Money in the Bank. Io's like, screw it. I'm going to handcuff Bayley to Becky between the rungs of the ladder and grab the briefcase myself. I was like, let's freaking go. Io Sky is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite NXT women's superstars. She's an insane high flyer, great talent, hopefully going to be moving away from Bayley. I could see Bayley like apologizing to her on Raw. We'll have to see what's going to happen there. But yeah, Io Sky taking the dub. I'm totally fine with it. I like it. It's new. It's fresh. It's not Selena Vega, but it is somebody fresh like Io Sky. And they're not just going back like, oh, we're going to give it to Bayley again, or we're going to give it to Becky this time. Like, no, they give it to a fresh new talent, Io Sky, and I like it. WWE World Heavyweight Championship was on the line when Finn Balor was looking to get his redemption after 7 years of pent-up frustration with Seth freaking Rollins in this World Heavyweight Championship match. It was absolutely fire. I enjoyed it. These two have such good chemistry, man. Even the callback with the buckle bomb that Seth Rollins did in the turnbuckle. Michael Cole's commentary is so underrated, man. He talks about all the past. He talks about the freaking detail. Michael Cole, hats off to you. Everybody hates on him, but I think he's a freaking great-ass commentator. commentator. But yeah, Damian Priest does come out mid-match because, of course, earlier in the night, he did win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So Damian Priest comes out. Looks like he's about to cash in because Finn Balor's like, what the hell are you going to do? Are you going to cash in on me or what are you doing? He's looking at Priest. Priest is sort of standing there. He gets Seth's attention, but then Seth is able to take care of business after Damian Priest distracts Finn Balor, and Seth hits the curb stomp on Finn Balor to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Priest did not end up cashing in Money in the Bank. He just wanted to make his opponents, I think he just wanted to make his opponents, known that, he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He could cash in at any time, and it looks like he's focusing on the World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, because Finn Balor was a little pissed off. I'm interested to see what's going to happen on Raw. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. But yeah, this was a fire. I enjoyed the match between Seth and Balor. I thought there were some really good callbacks, solid action, and Damian Priest coming out. Whoa! Icing on the cake. Right before the main event, the Civil War in the Bloodline, Kayla Braxton was able to interview Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who were sitting in the skybox for the main event, the Bloodline Civil War, and they were asked about the Bloodline. Obviously, they all want to see Sami, especially wants to see the Bloodline fall, and Jude just keeping a low profile in Sami and Kevin in the Bloodline story while not having him in the story is so good to me. Not forgetting Sami Zayn's past, how he wants to still see the Bloodline fall. Keeping him in this is just fire. Him and Kevin. I love it. Not actually putting him in the storyline because it's about the Civil War in the Bloodline, but just having him on the outskirts was just gold. I loved this before the match. And then, of course, the match itself, it was Solo Sikoa and the Tribal Chief, the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, going up against the Usos. It was a civil war in the Bloodline. This match had such high stakes in it. Roman Reigns wasn't pinned in over 1,300 something days. He hasn't been pinned since December 2019 by Baron Corbin, and he was pinned tonight by Jey Uso. Jey Uso pinned Roman Reigns in the main event of Money in the Bank. Shocked the absolute snot out of me, shocked the crap out of my dad, my two brothers that were watching with me. They were like, what in the crap just happened? The Tribal Chief gets pinned by Jey Uso after Jey Uso resorts to a little low blow after a kick out, which Roman Reigns has done in the past. And what a callback. What a callback. Jey Uso was the man that was feuding with Roman at the time because Jey wasn't down with the whole heel gig. He wasn't down with the Tribal Chief gig, the head of the table gig. He was feuding with Roman. He fought him at Night of Champions. He fought him inside of Hell in a Cell. Roman got the best of him every time, and now it's all coming back to Roman. Roman doesn't have that insurance policy in the Usos anymore. Now they're turned on him, and now Jey Uso is able to pin Roman. Obviously using that low blow tactic, but he did pin Roman. Obviously, the referee was down when that low blow occurred. Solo Sikoa was taken out on the outside. But yeah, it was pretty much all legal, man. I mean, Paul was on ringside, shocked as hell, just like me. Jimmy was like, let's freaking go, baby. And Roman Reigns was pinned. Does that mean Jey Uso gets a title match at SummerSlam? Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, that is so fire. We'll have to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to see where this Bloodline story is going to go. They were hinting at Solo Sikoa possibly leaving Roman Reigns at the beginning of the match, which I love. They did it on SmackDown as well. Sorry, no week in review. Yes, I know. But yeah, I was just a little busy on a drive home from Canada. But yeah, this was a fire little match at the end. I absolutely loved it. And like I said, I'm just curious to see where it's going to go. This 3-year storyline with the Bloodline has been one of the best storylines I've ever seen in the WWE. I feel like people are afraid to say it's one of their favorite storylines because it's such a new storyline. But yeah, it's okay to like a new storyline, man. This is one of the best storylines I've ever seen. It's literally cinema. Literally. It's one of my favorite storylines in WWE history, if not my favorite. I'm not afraid to say that. It is. It literally is. It's one of the best. Guys, that was Money in the Bank in a WWE action figure setup style. This is everything that happened, everything that occurred, all the winners, all the losers, my reactions, my results for Money in the Bank 2023. Was it good? Was it bad? It was great. It was good. I loved this show. I thought there was some high stakes, some high rewards, just death-defying stunts from these insane athletes. I love pro wrestling. I love WWE. I love Money in the Bank, man. Out of 5, I'm going to give the show a solid 4 out of 5, believe it or not. I was a really big fan of this show. I was watching it with my brother, so that might have helped a little bit more, the rating. But yeah, this was a lot of fun watching live. I really enjoyed it. You guys can let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below about the show, and I'll see you guys next time. Bretto Live is out.